Welcome back to the Angry Man Podcast with Jason and Greg. So, Jay, you and I didn't get the opportunity to get together and talk about Canelo Alvarez and the fact that he mentioned the other day as a part of the press conference that he's a duck. Essentially, that he wanted $200 million, $150 million to $200 million to fight David Benavidez. He said that David Benavidez doesn't bring anything to the table but 25 pounds. So if he's not getting $150 to $200 million, that he's not interested in the fight. Disregarding the fact that when he got the opportunity to face Amir Khan, he was supposed to come into the ring at 155 pounds. He ended up coming into the ring at 187. Amir Khan was at 158. So he had roughly a 29-pound advantage over Amir Khan and came to the ring 32 pounds over the amount that he weighed on fight night. So clearly he doesn't have an issue with 25 pounds in excess over an opponent when you get into the ring. Now, here's the interesting news, Jay. Sampson Lewkowicz, I believe that's the way that you pronounce his name. He is the promoter of David Benavidez. He is saying that it is feasible for a $150 million payday for Canelo Alvarez, which I thought is interesting because I don't believe that that amount of money is actually feasible, but he's saying that it's possible. Now, it would require a very long press tour, so the fight would not be able to take place in September, maybe like in November or something of that effect. But he is saying that it is possible. Why not? Let's make the fight happen. Jay, I thought that that was very interesting news because I thought that Canelo Alvarez put that out there as essentially a way to get out of the fight. Now, if $150 million is truly an option for Canelo Alvarez, I think he'll take the fight at that point because, hell, I think anybody will get their brains beat out for $150 million. There's no excuses for the fight not to be made if truly $150 million is on the table. Jay, what are your thoughts on Sampson mentioning the $150 million? And I know you probably have a few choice words for Canelo Alvarez for the fact that he's actually asking for 150.
He said between 150 and 200. So if 150 is the minimum, he's going to move that goalpost and make it as close as 200 as possible. That's what Canelo will do.
Lewkowicz already said that that's not possible. 200 is not feasible based off of the interview.
Well, then we ain't getting a fight. We ain't getting a fight. We weren't getting a fight anyway, I don't believe. I mean, as much as I would love to see this fight, and I'm on record as saying that I just want to see the best fight the best, and saying that I felt that Canelo at the time would beat David Benavidez. So miss me with all the hate and stuff that people try to say about me on Canelo. It's just been the way he's moved. And I've always said that I stick to it. The Euro diet was BS. He miscalculated with the Bivol and paid for it. And now he's avoiding David. You know, his own words have been like, you know, say he's not fighting Mexican fighters. People say, oh, he never said that. He said in an interview, in this recent press today, he's like, yeah, I know I said I would never fight Mexican fighters, but Munguia did it the right way. Blah, 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 blah. He's just been ducking, man. Now, for Lewkowicz to say it's 150 million out there available, I don't believe that. I don't believe that for this fight. You know, I think this would be a mega fight, but 150 mil. And also, if David only brings 25 pounds to the table, why the hell you need 150 to 200 million to fight him? He's easy work, basically. In my eyes, that's what you're saying. You say you can only bring 25 pounds? Okay. And take that 50 mil deal, whatever you would have had, and use that. But nah, you want to say 150 or 200. So you're clearly, it's the reason why you don't want to fight David outside of 25 rings, like you admitted just earlier, Greg, about him fighting Khan. Khan was also coming up. Khan was already known to have a glass jaw, but he has no problem when he has that competitive advantage of being 30 pounds over a guy. But he don't want to fight a guy that's going to be 25 pounds over him. We see you, Canelo. Even some of his Canelo, I call him a CPA, Canelo Protection Agency. They have realized it as well that this is too much for them as well. But going back to what Sampson said, I don't agree with 150. I don't think that's available. And if it is available, how much is David going to get? Because we know Canelo, he's going to take the lion's share, if not every last bit of it, more than likely. So we got to see what David's going to get about that. If I'm David, if that much money is being put out, I'm not taking no damn $5 million. You got to give me at least 50 for that. I can't do it, but we'll see. I just don't see that happening for 150 though, man. I don't see 150.
Man, I'm struggling to see 150 too. And he talked specifically about Floyd Mayweather and the fact that Floyd Mayweather was able to do it with Floyd Mayweather was able to do it though, but he did it with another superstar name, right? He did it with Manny Pacquiao in boxing, and he did it with Conor McGregor in a boxing match, but a guy that had a pretty big name in MMA. And although that person didn't sell a ton of pay-per-view buys singularly, right? You got to think about the fact that the crossover appeal with Conor McGregor and the fact that he sold a fight, that was the reason why Floyd Mayweather was able to make so much money. So I don't believe that this fight is of the same caliber, or at least it doesn't have a name of the same caliber. Yeah, it's a great fight, but it doesn't have a name of the same caliber as a Manny Pacquiao or a Conor McGregor. I love David Benavidez. I'm a fan. I think he's an excellent fighter. I think it's a great fight, but it simply does not have the level of cachet in terms of name recognition amongst the general public that will cause people to buy it to the rate where you'll see $150 million of revenue. So no, not even $150 million of revenue. The ability to pay out $150 million to the fighter.
Yeah.
Dude, that is a lot of pay-per-view buys. Dude, you're talking about, man, what are you talking about? Maybe 4 million? 3 million? Something like that? 3-4 million buys? That is a lot of pay-per-view buys, dude. So I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't know what Sampson is talking about. I don't know what it is that he sees. But again, he's closer to it than we are. So maybe it is a way to get to.
Who's putting the money up though? Saudi?
No, he's not talking about Saudi. He was talking specifically about touring Mexico. He believes somehow that Mexico would be, and Mexico is a huge country, guy. I mean, Mexico City alone is just one of the
Canelo says their pay-per-views is free.
Then I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know how you get there. Then, if that's the case, Jay, it doesn't really make a ton of sense to me. I don't know, but if he can get there, by all means, try it, attempt to. But I just don't see it. Now, he did specifically say that in September it's not going to happen because because specifically they wouldn't have enough time to actually tour. So he's saying that if he's looking for 60 to 100 million, they can do that in September with David. But even that seems steep, like $100 million. I mean, still you're talking about well over 1 million pay-per-view buys for everybody to be satisfied. And by everybody, I mean not only the fighters, but the networks as well, unless David is, truly intent on taking like $5 million, which he may be. Because this is a huge opportunity. I mean, David may be betting on himself and saying to himself, you know what, if I beat this guy, I'm going to be the face of boxing, and I believe that there's a whole country that will embrace me. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. But any other thoughts on this, bro?
Nah, I mean, I'm hopeful. I mean, I hope it happens. I truly doubt it, but we'll see, man. We'll see.
We still see.
Canelo's just ducking.
You guys tell us what you think in the comment section in regards to this. Sampson believes that there is an opportunity to pay Canelo $150 million. I believe that's probably roughly 3 to 4 million pay-per-view buys, and we haven't seen that since Floyd Mayweather. So if you guys believe it, let us know if you think that that's possible in the comment section. Don't forget to hate, like, comment, and subscribe. This is the Angry Man Podcast and Sports Media, and we are out.